Testing, testicles, 1, 2. Good. Oh shit, wrong keyboard. Monday evening. I hope everyone's doing alright. I guess I need to do the robot check. The second I don't, it'll sound like a robot and I won't know it for the entire fucking video. So let's check it out on Twitch. It does not sound like a robot. So let's close it out and let's get ready to jiggle our nuts. Okay. Alright, so this morning I played for a little while. The reason I bring that up is because I did some things over here. I went through some recipes. I think I had to rearrange this and throw more rubber facilities over here. Why are you yellow? Probably this. Yeah, this, that. I cannot use enough of this fuel. Don't have anything else to use this for. I mean, I could turn it into petroleum coke and chunk it. I could turn it into residual fuel. I could turn it into smokeless powder, but then I wouldn't need this. Oh, man. But we have got a lot of things set up in here as of this morning. So let's take a look. As long as we stay full on we're not full on rubber. I need the rubber boys going for sure. We're using rubber. We bumped up the rubber usage. Getting really tired of having to go reset that all the time. If we stay good on plastic, I may switch one more of those over to rubber. But the rubber creates even more residual fuel. Alright, so what I did this morning, besides some constructing, made sure all this was up and running. I don't think we need this cable now. I might need to bump it in the circuit boards. So I might have to change that around, which is fine because that uses cable. We haven't output any of this yet, which means we're not even using the rubber. We're just backlogging it right now. But it is going upstairs. The rubber is going upstairs because I looked through the recipes and determined that I don't want to use crystal oscillators to make computers because that is painful to make crystal oscillators. So, quick wire computers, on the other hand, though, if you can ever get some fucking rubber up here, seems to be a good answer. I may stop sending rubber to the other base. Maybe we do that right now, because we're only using rubber for one thing over there, and that's modular engines, and I don't even know, are those even used after the space elevator? Maybe, which means I don't really technically need to be fucking creating them right now. So it's not like it's getting a lot, but it's getting enough to kind of suck. So all rubber into here now. Okay, I know we have a bunch of rubber at the base. Well, rubber. Let that refill. I know that's a band-aid on a broke leg situation right there, throwing it in there like that. We're making 20, 40, 60, 80. We're making 80 rubber per minute. What the fuck is it called? much did we say we were making? A fucking phone call. 20, 40, 80. We're making 80 rubber per minute. How much are we using? These were running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. $25, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's just enough to make this. How much plastic? None up here. $12.5 times 5. 62. 90. Using roughly 180. That's when those are actually running. 180. 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 240. Yeah, we turn this stuff up. It's gonna put out even more of that fucking. Help. Alright, back to what this morning's project was. Alright, so now that we have computers being made here, they're making computers. We're making 15 computers per minute right now. The next step in this assembly line supercomputers and something else over there. Something else over there. These. All of this is made over here. How much was we making? Alright, so half the computers will go into supercomputers. Oh, that needs even more plastic. So we need all three of those up here. Are used in these. Man, I really don't want to have to move heavy modular frames and wire over here. Oh, this is made in the assembler. Also, I'm going to get sidetracked. I found a solution to the aluminum online. Do we have a train going out there anytime soon? I don't have to. Oh, I also flew around and put a couple of radio towers up, or radar towers, because apparently they show you what's all around. He's already out there. He is currently over there. So this is going to be made up here. I'm going to continue with the theme of we making these over here yet? There's where we need cable. So I might do that on the next floor down. I'm going to leave room for a little bit more production up here of this stuff. How was I doing that? Okay. It's a lot of Caterium to do 2 of these. We have 2 out of the 3 materials up here. And with this kick out, I'm not going to be able to get. I think I just missed a train. Maybe not. I do want to go solve the aluminum thing. If we can catch the train. Should be about on his way back. I miss him? No, he's getting, dropping sulfur off right now. But this, the radar tower thing shows you all the nodes around. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. There's 10 sloops in that range. There's only 7 hard drives. 15 mercer spheres. I guess I go ahead and start heading that way. I need to finish closing that off. I'm lazy. I want to ride the train instead of walk. Lazy. Where you at, train? Oh, hell, he's just now coming back. Lollygagging. I guess I can be lazy and not ride the train. At least it was automated, right? Choo-choo train. Oh, we're not going to get to ride the train now. So I saw a genius idea online today when I was trying to research ways to quit having to come out here and reset the effing water. And there were two ideas that seemed like they would work. Shit, I'm gonna run out of power. There we go. And there comes the train. I'm already here now. Probably beat you there. What the fuck is that? I'm only gonna ride for like the last 10 feet. Alright, so it's still producing right now. I don't remember the last time I flushed it, but what the idea was these create a byproduct of water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 630. Alright, so we quarantine off 2, 4, 6. No. Bad bot. Wouldn't be a Twitch stream without getting a bot in here. So we quarantine off this many of them. I'll rerun these pops. Because we don't need all of this shit back here. I'll leave that one connected. We might use those two. So these are going to utilize the water out of these guys. So they make 650 or 630. This uses 600, 20, 40, 60, 100, or 2 force. Wow. Wow, math is hard. 1, 2, 3. All right. They should technically be getting enough water from these guys producing. For some reason they're not. And I disconnect something I wasn't supposed to. This has what kind of throughput? $600. Might take it a moment to catch up. Nickelodeon. Yeah, this is all. Why aren't y'all? I have to do something to get them up and running. But then we only need to supply these I really want to redo all this. This is not what this stream is going to turn into, I promise. Like I said, I don't need to necessarily redo it now that those brackets are out of the way. But I've been going around and making sure that everything is coated the right color so I know what's going where. We did that over in the turbo fuel setup, and I think it was a very good idea, especially when multiple pipes are involved. I know it doesn't always fit my military theme, but keeps things from being issues down the road. They're starting to get water. I gotta keep it flowing, keep the alumina solution flowing so they continue to make water. So I need 100 per minute here. I need 300 per minute right here. Which means I need one of these at 120 and one of these at, I'm going to try the valve way, 50. And then, no, and then, does that look purple? That looks purple. That's blue. We'll call it indigo. It was not lining up. Not try to do the valve over here. I want to join those for simplicity's sake. Why? Why is every time you want to do straight, it looks like a bag of dicks? I don't know that I like that. I like the clean flow of that. I forgot I'd turn these off. I had a real moment there. I was like, what the fuck? So this is going to have an extra 30 on it. But we can do this. Nope. We can do this. And I want to try a valve that lets the extra little bit go that way. And theoretically, now we're going to let that get caught up right now. We're going to go in here and mess another swatch. What is white? When it starts actually producing enough alumina solution, it should start producing enough water. This side should be getting full. Might run that over for a minute until it gets full-ish. This only needs 300, so these need to be set to 30 to 70. Is that right? 300 minus 30's 270. I might need 3 of these over here. That's 240, 50, 60, 70. That's going to keep these from flowing into that. These are going to be operating solely off of the excess from here. What these are generating. We just have to get them generating it. telling you, these connections sometimes on this game, you don't watch them. Seem to fuck up. Right there, but they don't necessarily need it. And for all of them, the steady green. Got 2 fluctuating. Bauxite's flowing. Oh, that's not lined up. That's why these are being a pain in the ass. We ended up offsetting those 2 new ones we added in. Not worth changing that right now. I need this to go so that I can damn radio control units automated. I'm gonna let that work on stabilizing. And we're sinking most of it right now anyways. I was hoping a train would be back out here. Can we catch the other one? We might catch the other one. He's coming down the line. We'll get a ride back. I don't miss it. Now, I went to the locations I had power out at, and that was kind of remote, where we didn't have too much overlap, and stuck radio towers. Let's get your ride back. Oh, all right, well. I think 163 kilometers back an hour. Way better than walking back. Way better. Alright, back to this fucking project. Don't fill up on fucking... Golly, we make so much heavy oil residue. So much of it. I mean, I could do even more power. I mean, I could push this, put a turbo fuel up there instead of down here. But damn. I already added another 3 generators this morning. Alright, radio control units. I think we're working on 3rd floor right now. Yeah, we're working on 3rd floor. Alright, so we need cable, circuit boards, and quick wire. We have quick wire here already. We have circuit boards here already. Is that a splitter? It is. Considering whether or not I want another one of these up here. That's 15 computers per minute. That's way more than we were making at the other base. That's 410 quick wire. Holy shit. What else do we need? Cable. We have not got cable up here. And that's only 3760. 75 cable per minute. What are we making? We may need more circuit boards than we need fucking cable. It's looking like at this point. $75. That's probably at least 3 of these. Well, that's on the wrong side of everything. Elevator. How much cable do you need? 7. You don't use much quick wire for that. 120 for AI limiters, 8 per minute. Which I need to also be thinking about. this while doing this? Whatever I do decide. I mean, I'll probably make the cables somewhere else that I can add into AI limiters. I'm not. Whatever I decide to do with these. Surprisingly, I don't have any of those in my inventory. I'm gonna need those upstairs eventually. So I've already got circuit boards and quick wire here, so let's just go ahead and run that. Circuit boards there, quick wire there. Give myself a pretty wide berth over there. Did I not bump those all the way over? No, I didn't. And I could almost bring that across right there. No, I need these instead. But still almost do that. That's putting a lot of demand on that belt though, so let's not say we did. Quick wires on the bottom. We'll let those be quick wire. That's gonna make getting the cable in here a little bit tricky. You know, we'll leave that splitter there. That just seems more logical for me. Now, that's a Mark 3, 6, 7, 15. Yeah, we're not using quantities that Mark 3 won't keep up with, even on the old manifold here. Alright, now we have to get the cable in here. And that's going to be 60. So, I know I should probably be limiting more often than over supplying. I gotta figure out where the fuck it is up here. It's right below us here. I was going to use this for crystal oscillators. But I also need, well, most of this is going to output up top to the next level. Which means I need a dimensional depot here. Yeah, because I do not have computers on dimensional depot. Or that would be full. Guess we gotta expand that and put a splitter on it. I don't think that'll click. I'm gonna merge these and take them up a level. I guess I don't have to merge that one. I gotta merge here. And I have to merge it again, don't I? And then I can split it. It's gonna be really close. I don't want those going in there until what's in my inventory is taken care of. Oh, well, now what's in my inventory is taken care of. Most of that's auto-loaded in there. Alright, we gotta get cable up here for that. What are my options? Still want to use that as either up or a down. I guess I could use this corner as an up or a down. Have I used that corner in other floors? The complete opposite. I have these on opposite sides. It's painful. I have not, so I think we'll just... all that's right here. I guess I could bring it over here. Where's that rubber come up? I only need 3 of these right now. So I'm only going to use 3 of them. Just in case I need to bump up circuit board making. Oh, you smart fuse up. Well, I've ran Mark 3 to this point, so I'm going to keep around Mark 3. Computers, high-speed connectors, and potential computer expansion. I don't know if I got enough of those. Alright, now that brings us to the next one. Alright, what all do we need up here? We need 1 making supercomputers. We need 1 for radio control units at a minimum 1. I don't know how many it makes per minute. And that's where the oscillators have come into play. 2.5 per minute. Uh-oh. I think we might want to, most definitely do more than 1 of these. And maybe even 3. I don't know how many supercomputers we're going to need. It's only using 1 other thing. We're making enough crystal oscillators to make more of these. And I don't know what it's used in. Seems to be used in quite a few recipes though. That tells me I probably want to go ahead and plan for making more of them. Are we making enough to support it? 5, 6, 7.5, 7.5, 14.5. I mean, we're making exactly enough computers to support 3 of these. Uh-oh. Might have to just do 2 right now and see if we have to expand that later. We'll leave room for it. Alright, so what else were we supposed to be making up here that uses this stuff? Not sure that there is much more. A big fucking tall ass building. And it's still way better planned out than whatever the hell I did over there. We still haven't solved getting the crystal oscillators over here. But I don't think that's going to be a monumental task. Being dumb. Oh, that's... Hey, it's the first floor. We're actually going to have a full damn floor. Which I'm still questioning whether or not this floor... I wouldn't call it ideal, but also what in the hell is going on there? That actually freaked me out for a moment. Does that matter? Is that going to show through there? I got skinny walls somewhere. That deep building concentration. I didn't put another wall right. Where'd be the elevator? There we go. Why is it doing that? That's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. Let's fucking reset. That is way better. Way better. Alright, oscillators and cases we have to get over here from the train depot. Do I come straight over here or do I store them on site? Computers can come from the floor below. They're being made directly below us. AI limiters are directly below us. High-speed connectors. Well, AI limiters aren't directly below us, but they're below us. AI limiters and plastic are also below us. Alright, let's handle oscillators and casing. So do we store them down here? We have to get them from over there to over here. That is step one. I think we store them and then pump them up. Or I could put a conveyor wall and bring them over here and then bring them up the side of the wall and pump them into here. Which is also another option because I have not used these yet. Uh-oh. Not right there. Gonna interfere with the input. That hole right there is for bringing oscillators up. Now I forgot about casings, but we won't worry about that. I mean, it adds some building definition if I actually brought them inside. It also free up that corner between the floors. That's what that looks like. export split. Do we store on site? We're storing over there if we're not using more than we're using. I don't think we store on site. Is that in or out? I think that's kind of neat. Add some a bit more texture to the building. Character. Let's call it character. Now do we sort here? Split? I have to run the build over here first. Mark 3. Thought you're supposed to be able to put them on the very end. That's gonna run into problems if one or the other backs up by split here. God damn this fuel, dude. Maybe I need to put the fucking double buffers, but it's just gonna continue to be the same problem. I kind of need to bring both of them out. We'll leave some of these open for bringing plastic and rubber over here if we need it, and potentially other parts. Smart split overflow back onto itself with a merger. eventually it would turn into an endless loop of aluminum casings. Oh, fuck. Makes sense, doesn't it? Potentially come out a little bit, just in case we have other inputs and merge them into. What's your fucking problem? Too bad the snap straight isn't like it is for that's gonna be complicated if we bring more shit over here. I really need to bring it into this right here. Are you concerned with flipping on? We're not using the fuck. No, we're not using the top line on anything. Shit. Doesn't solve an overflow problem. Although it's just wasn't two different things. You know, I would have learned my lesson about this in the other days. Going. Yeah, I'm not handling overflow of plastic and rubber over here yet. Plastic's getting consumed. I guess I am over there. Well down the line. I really don't want oscillators getting shit. It would make them so slow. Echo. Turn on the disc. No computers needed in this recipe. Per minute. That's even more rubber. Man, how many crystal oscillators do we have in here? We did bump up production. There comes the aluminum casings. So now we get that up top though. That's the best way to do that. I mean, I did run that one fucking thing to get them up top. It doesn't start till right there. This pillars. Probably not handling it well. Out of these containers up top, can't come up right there. Start going right there, I can bring them up every level. If we have to bring things down, or I gotta use the pops on the outside of the building to bring things down. Alright, so this is not oscillator territory yet. This is though. Casings, computers are being made right below us. Computers are being made right below us and are needed in both positions. So are AI high-speed connectors. Bring computers up there, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Make computers for a minute. 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is tier 1 all day long. All this stuff starts using stuff much slower. computers in here. Oh, it's on default. That's why it wasn't doing that. Well, that's crooked as all get out. Oscillators and liquid casing. So if that's oscillators, where can I bring aluminum casings up to? Rubber. I'm running out of places to bring it up. Clear that. Should. I really don't like having supply lines running against each other. But I'm not ready to this all the way. I guess I don't want to bring it. So, outputs. Which outputs I believe are top. It's 2 bumps. First one good. Just figure out how to get them out of the containers. Alright, and then knowing them. How much space? 40 per minute? 80? Do. All just because we have to add that third one in there. I want to make sure that have the ability to do so. I didn't need both of those yet. We're just going to output supercomputers over to Alright, so that's aluminum casings on the outside. Computers coming up. Let's go down and get computers up here. We're going to have to figure that shit out in a minute. That was a concern I had. Oh, no dimensional storage for those right now. I'm gonna have to do it on the next level up. Set this up in a second, I'm already. What's that? Now we have to get oscillators. No, not just. Oh, that's right, the fucking beam is right. The beam, boss, the beam. I also need to do a double check on aluminum. Alright, so now we gotta get oscillators out of here and into there. I know it's gonna seem kind of crazy. I think the easiest way is to bring it up and to loop it back on itself like this is kind of silly, but I want to have that storage medium. Casings, pretty much the same way. I think we were using what were we using on top for the casings? Oh, we're using mark ones. 40. 80. I thought we needed to be at least mark ones. Oh, I did use mark Q on my damn that thing. Can I get computers? Yeah, computers up. Why aren't you inputting? Oh, yeah. I could dimensional depot here, but it's already almost full again. I almost might need to offload this shit because it's going to have that fucking mixed load. And that's the reason I want to do. I probably need to ramp up the offload. Out of the fucking thing, East Staphylococcus. We'll figure out the situation. Shouldn't even have a storage container full of those. We may have a storage container full of those. If we have to, we have the sink right there. I hate sushi dogs. I officially hate them after what I did on the other base. So trying to avoid them. But also dedicating an entire train cart. I mean, might not be the worst idea. Or also, another option. We're technically not using one of these stations now. Yeah, right there. This one's for supplying the rest of the cars with fuel. Now we're backed up, I think. With an oscillator made it through. we're starting to back up on things. I don't know what I just opened. Oh, whoop. You spent X amount of time in the high stress zone today. Alright, these are making that radio control. Radio control units are used in, for now. They're going to be used in something, so I guess we maybe store them for now. Maybe right here in this open zone until necessary. I'm not going to bring them down and bring them back up if we have to go up in production, so. May just store them in a dimensional depot, right? Nothing? Oh, 8 a month or something. I mean, once we get to 50 of these things, we're going to be able to move to something else. Alright, so we got to get AI limiters, South-speak ventures, and plastic. Plastic is on a lower. I think. It's on the lower floor, but it is not on this floor. That's all. Alright, here's high-speed connectors. So we need to get this up there. Where's plastic? Plastic is coming up right here. I have anything above me? Belts. Oh, that walls. Oh. There's a spot right there. Where does that come up above us? I'll leave that open for now. How much plastic per minute? Not very inconveniently brought that over there. But, yeah, because I bring it right across the front of that shit. Won't make that turn. Even though it looks like it did, it won't make that turn. What's right there? Here. That's hot stick connectors. They're being made where? Right here. Which I believe is what I put this here for. Yeah, limiters are 3, yeah. Really only bringing plastic. Output. Have to be able to make the turn. So many inputs. Not necessary. don't have a lot going across the center. I have more going across the edges. How many to see? For later projects. I don't even know how to see what all's backed up here. This is making a review control unit. This floor is crafting everything. Crafting. Wish I got limit, but I guarantee you the fucking. What else do you want wood for now? Need those control units. Then I got to get modular frames. Heavy modular frames and something else over here. These. I gotta get this over here, or this, but I need to get the rest of the ingredients for this over here. Making this over here, I could do this. This requires fucking pipes. I don't want to do that over here. I could bring them over here from where I'm making them. Oh, we have enough to complete this milestone. And yeah, we're taking a break from this. Are we backed up over here? Casings. feel like I want to be using these. Do not want to see oscillators over here, and I know that clearing them off by hand on the belt is not going to do it. Should be starting to use these. No, we just you can shut down quite a few of this now. This is still running. This will still be running. But all of this right here is no longer made here. Any of those burgers? Oh, that has got to stay. Freed up the whole top of this thing. And you're not getting plastic anymore. You eventually won't be getting figures anymore. Radio drone. Aeronautical engineering. Drones.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
I want to explore using these. I want to put one drone here in the base that's just running turbo fuel out and put some drone ports around. But where that is not a right now thing. So what's our next? I think we need to do this. Ooh. We need to be making these. Oh, we need to be making these first. Which means we need this one first. Yeah, we need this one next. There's heat sinks also. We could actually probably do this one right away. Alright, let's go check on aluminum production. Should just about getting all the kitty cat wire cleared off of this place. Looks like we have. Oh, we got a mess down here to fucking unfuck. Oh, look at all this shit. I think just a wipe of all of this. And maybe possibility of this being man, oh no. Let's see if we can catch a train. Go check on one of them. See a train anywhere? I thought I heard one for a second. They both passed. Oh, he already just went out there. Damn. He's going to be on his way back. He's on his way out there. I could throttle down. That was unnecessary. And you know it. Fucking douchebag. Float. I could throttle down the casing production so it isn't so overwhelming. We're only using like 60 right now. Cases per minute. So let's turn one of these off right now. When we start using more casing, then we'll worry about sending it over there. Now the oscillators on the other hand. I need these casings also going into a dimension. Oh, I have them. We bumped up oscillator production this morning, so we're making 4 per minute. One of the slowest things in the world to make. Really wish you wouldn't send me more fucking cases. These are going into the depot now, right? Yeah. I'm gonna ride the train out there. So many casings. Almost wonder if just make the casings on the side up there and just bring the oscillators over. Might be a better plan. Not super complicated. I mean, I am very torn between the two. We have another station over there. We picked up coal and brought coal over here and dropped it off also along with sulfur. We'd be able to automate the explosives. That would take me longer to wait through this train track than it would be the damn walk over there. Oh. I could have walked out there, but I didn't know there was a zip line. But none of that is as fun as this. Yeah, gotta depart though. Later. Thanks for the ride. I see a whole bunch of green. You know how long it's been since we've kept that green longer than a couple of moments? I did not have to push the damn line. I get we're sinking the shit out of this stuff right now. But, hey. Alright, I guess we walk back. Be hoofing it. By hoofing it, I mean we're gonna ride the zip line. Damn it, ride the zip line. Oh shit. Now get on at the one spot that's fucked up. There we go. Oh, why am I all of a sudden getting sleepy? Oh, it's getting right towards 8. Nah, that's why I'm getting sleepy. We need to pair that with control units. Yeah, potentially make adaptive control units over here. So we may not need to get heavy modular frames over here. There's no way I'm crafting them over here. Right now, That's all iron and concrete right there. I could make a heavy modular frame factory. Oh, what else? Used in, where in the hell? Oh. It's all iron right there. I could make a heavy modular and automated wiring factory standalone instead of doing it over here, or I could just make them in one section and move them over here. Probably yellow. I've got to find a solution to this. Actually, it might be backed up. Why are you not enough oil? So we did cap this out, or the truck hasn't made it back. That was too much. 30. 30. Question is it too much plastic or too much? Oh, we're about to. Let's look at this milestone done, and since casing seems to be overflowing over here. 200, never mind. How can I merge this? I don't want to put a second sink over here. Need a fucking temporary workaround. Really don't want to put another sink. I really don't want to loop it around back on itself. I'm going to do this milestone. It's about to be good. That's a lot of fucking cable. Oh, that's more than I even got in my fucking inventory right here. I know we're producing a fuck ton of it over here because we're not using as much of it as we were before. We're also probably sinking a bunch of it. Most of it probably is going into the sink now. Oh, I'm bringing coal over here, right here. Certainly is at least going in here. We're not using all this. I'm not picking up 500 off that fucking thing. I'll tell you that right now. We're not even using that much cable over here anymore, I don't think. We're not getting a backlog of it though. Oh, yeah we are. That's a whole extra container. Yeah, we're nowhere using anywhere near as much cable as we were before. Yeah, we're not keeping the wire up here. Problems to be solved at another time. I've really got to resort this base over here. Also, I bet that fucking thing over there is overflowing. Oh no, I disconnected it and letting it sink all of it. I wish I knew what we were doing with all that cable. Or wire. Not using it up there, we're not using it over here. What are we doing with all our wire? Like it would normally be going into rotors and I feel outside of what we're creating here iron wise, I feel like potentially a reevaluation of what we're doing over here. Just let this stuff backlog because oh my goodness, yeah, I don't even want to look at it. Now I want to get into the MAM and do some more
Milestone
research.
reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Oh yeah, there's neat recipes. Yeah, so we're gonna need to make those. We need to make these. Start getting some alternate recipes for some of this stuff. Gotta start making these fucking things. That's gonna be some more wire. Yeah, we're nowhere near fucking with all this stuff right here. We do need that. We're making that. Probably knock this one out. We're not even making this yet. Miner Mark III. We don't even have, I mean, we're capping out some belts right now. Which reminds me, did we upgrade the bauxite belts? We can actually probably do this one right now. So I'm not gonna probably fuck with any of this right now. We just got done with a really nice turbo fuel setup, but we can't even do this one yet. I mean, I probably have 50 of these from finding them in crash sites, but oh yeah, well, I'm storing. So let's go ahead and let some of these go ahead and refuel. Oh wow, we've almost. Need to put some of those in my damn thing. Oh, where is secret? Oh, there's somewhere. It's all. There's so much shit we need to get rid of. I know we were making supercomputers and storing them somewhere. But we've made way more than I thought we would have, just sitting them around somewhere. Right here. How much concrete do we pull out? Yeah, more than enough. Yeah, so I mean, we have enough to do this milestone. We almost need to shut production of bringing shit into the base down and like reevaluate some of this. Like I think future-wise, like for a base, like making it be more ingot dependent than finished product dependent, and that way you're only moving a specific thing around your base, and then like making just what you need for that. Like I'm trying to say here. Like squaring off a section and making it 2 or 3 tiers and make it make a specific thing. Square off a section, make it make to an in-game product, like an in-tier product. Like instead of having 6 things right here making rotors or stators, I make like a production chain, say a blueprint, for something that uses. Like I was trying to do that right here with the computers and stuff. And I try to execute it a little bit more over there. iron in, finished product out. Iron and plastic, finished product. You know, like that way you're only moving maybe specifically raw materials to a specific point. This U-shaped base I tried to do here kind of fucked me up on that. What I could do, have the trucks dropping off a specific ingot or raw resource right here, and it having that center supply conveyor belt feed that section that's 3 tiers tall, making a finished product, and drop that product down. You know, bam, 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 bam. I want to see what our first recipe is, and I am going to go to bed. We're bringing copper wire over here. We don't even need copper to make copper wire. We got 100 things. Yeah, I'm not staying up long enough to see the freighter re-enter. Drop all this stuff off, but I will finish this hard drive and start up another one. Set up here. We don't hardly overclock shit. I don't know why in the hell you would want to do that. Those things are not easy to make. That's something I've actually considered permanently slooping. That's a lot of concrete, because a lot of concrete goes into making that. Alright. I think we wanted that one. I saw that and saw that in there. Let's do a rescan on that one. Alright, that's gonna end it for tonight for me though. So, that being said, appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope you got some enjoyment or entertainment out of it. As usual, you can catch up on the playthrough via the VODs on YouTube found under the live tab. We're going to call it a night. So, we will catch you guys next time.